Hello everyone, today we will do the subject history of grade 6 and our chapter number 5 is religious trends in ancient time. What is religions? Religions means the path, the caste and individual follows. So what are the religious trends followed in ancient India, in past time, in olden time? So see this, we have religions like Jainism, Buddhism, Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Zoroastrianism. So this Jainism and Buddhism, it belongs to India only. They emerge in India only. But these four religions, they came outside from India. So how they came in India, we will discuss. Of Vedic period. Towards the end of Vedic period, social discrimination increased as a caste system. That is Yagna rites. Yagna rite means sacred fire. The fire which is related to religious, where is holy fire also. Written in Sanskrit. In Vedic period, the literature they use, the language they use to write is in Sanskrit. Because it is in Sanskrit, the local people, the common people, they can't understand the language properly. Upanishads give wider scope. These Upanishads, they give a wider scope. In Vedic period, they divide the people in Varna. Varna has four types. First is Brahman, that is priest. The next one is Kshatriya, that is warriors, soldiers, king. The third one is Vaishya, it comes under traders or businessmen. And the last one is Shudra, that is labor. So they divide their caste system according to Varna. Different sects, they followed different sects or different deities. Different deities may follow different god and goddess path. Last is Shiva sects and Vaishnava sects and Puranas. The people who worship or who pray the Shiva sect follow the prayer of God Shiv. And the people who follow the sects of Vaishnava, they worship the god of Vishnu. The next is free to find ways of his own upliftment. After this caste system and develop their capability, and then they understand that they can uplift or they can develop their caste or they can think freely related to caste or follow the proper guidance of the caste. Caste discrimination. Because this above explanation, they have caste discrimination. Caste discrimination means they follow the different types of castes. That is, already I told you that divides in four types, upper caste, lower caste. So they divide or they discriminate their caste. Next point is Jainism, that is first caste, that is Jainism. Jainism give importance to non-violence. Their first strictly rule is they should not be violence with others. They have to be non-violence. Religious knowledge known as Tirthankar. The person who have the knowledge of religions of Jainism, that person is known as Tirthankar, and they have 24th Tirthankar. Out of 24th, the 24th number of Tirthankar was Mahavir. Vardhaman Mahavir. Vardhaman Mahavir, that is 599 BCE to 527 BCE. It is known as Mahajanapadas, known as Vriji, and today this Vriji in state of Bihar, the capital of this is Vaishali. Vardhaman Mahavir was born in Kundagaram in Vaishali, and his father name is Siddharth and mother name is Trishala. He left his home for attainment of knowledge. knowledge, for the enlightenment of knowledge, for gaining knowledge related to his caste, and 12.5 years for religious stuff. 12.5 years he left his home for gaining knowledge, for gaining the knowledge of caste. His knowledge was pure or keval. He also called as Jina or Jin. Joy derived from physical comfort or discomfort felt due to undesired thing. The thing which is not important, that thing should not be greed. So the joy that give us comfort or the discomfort, we have to balance both the things, and only we get a proper knowledge. Jain is derived from word Jina. This Jain word is derived from the word Jina or Jin. Preached in Ardhamagadi language of common people. In Vardhaman Mahavir time, the people use language that is Ardhamagadi. This language is used by the common people. Good conduct, 5 great vows and 3 jewels. Good conduct means good behavior. So Vardhaman Mahavir tell us or taught us 5 great vows, that is Panch Mahavratas, and the 3 jewels, that is 3 Ratnas. The Panch Mahavratas, that is the 5 great vows. These are 5 rules to be followed strictly. First is Ahimsa, that is non-violence. We should not hurt, injure or harm any living beings. Second is Satya, that is truth. Always speak true. Always show your action in true way. Third is Asteya. Asteya means not stealing, and it also means theft. We should not use anything without any permission. First we have to consent, then we have to use it. Fourth is Aparigraha, means non-attachment. Man tends to accumulate property due to greed. Aparigraha means not hoarding or accumulating anything in this way. We should not be greedy. Fifth is Brahmacharya, that is chastity. It means living bodily pleasures and following the vows. At certain age of time we have to leave our bodily happiness and we have to follow the vows path. The next is Triratna, means the 3 jewels. The 3 jewels are the 3 principles. First is Samyak Darshan, that is right faith. Samyak Jnan, that is right knowledge. And Samyak Charitra means right conduct. And Samyak means balance. Samyak Darshan means to understand the truth in the preaching of the Tirthankar and to have faith in it. We have faith in Tirthankar and the reality. Next is Samyak Jnan. It is also known as Jnana. Studying the preaching and philosophy of the Tirthankar regularly and learning its deep meaning. We have to learn the deep meaning and we have to follow the Tirthankar also. Samyak Charitra, strictly following the 5 great vows. We have to follow 5 great vows. Essence of his teachings. Anekantavada is considered to be very important in the quest for truth. It means pluralism or multiple viewpoints. We can give our multiple points. Vardhaman Mahavir taught the people that greatness of man does not depend on his varna but on his excellent conduct. Excellent conduct means good behavior. He gave the right of sannyas, that is the right to renounce the world, to women. His teaching were love all living things, have mercy and compassion, and live and let live. Next topic is Buddhism. Buddhism belongs to Gautama Buddha 563 to 483 BCE. Gautama Buddha was founder of Buddhism. His father name was Shuddhodana and mother name was Maya Devi. He was born at Lumbini in Nepal. He also known as Buddha. He wanted to know why there is sorrow and suffering in human life. He wanted to know that in human life why the dukkha is present, why they are suffering from sorrow, upset, sadness. On Vaishakh Purnima, while in deep meditation, he attained Bodhi enlightenment. The tree where Gautama Buddha do meditation, that tree is known as Bodhi tree. So on Vaishakh Purnima time, under the Bodhi tree, Gautama Buddha enlightened all the knowledge. His first teaching in Sarnath and first sermon are termed as Dhamma. Sermon means talking about religious or moral subject. So it is also termed as Dhamma, called as Dhamma Chakra Parivatram in Pali.
The essence of the Dhamma he expounded is as follows. Arya Satya's noble truth. There are 4 truths at the root of all human affairs. They are called noble truths or Arya Satyas. First is Dukkha. Life is suffering. That is Dukkha. So what is the reason of this Dukkha? Birth, trauma, illness, old age, fear of approaching death, separation from what one loves, stuck with what one hates. The next is the cause of dukkha, means the reason of the dukkha. The cause of suffering is desire, that is tanha. Third is dukkha nivaran, the solution. It is possible to end suffering. And the last one is pratipad. Pratipad means the way. This way leads to the end of suffering. This is the way of good conduct. It is known as the Ashtangik or Eightfold Path. Panchashil, Gautama Buddha asked people to follow 5 rules. The rules are called Panchashil. First is stay away from killing animals and living beings. Second, stay away from stealing. That is, what does the owner not give? Third is stay away from unethical conduct or from committing sexual misconduct. Stay away from telling lies. And the last one is stay away from intoxicants or drugs.
Next is Buddha Sangha. What is Buddha Sangha? Sangha means together. He created a Sangha of bhikkhus to preach religion. He created a group of bodhis, that is known as bhikkhus for religious term. Followers gave rise known as bhikkhus. The person who follow Buddhism, that person is known as bhikkhus. Traveled on foot like Buddha. The person who follow Buddhism, they always travel on foot like the Gautama Buddha. It is known as Dhamma. Separate Sangha for women. Not only men can join this group, women can also join this group, and the women who join this Sangha is known as Bhikkhunis. People all of Varnas and caste could embrace Buddha. Other caste also can join this Buddha.
Eightfold Path. First is right view, meaning the knowledge of 4 noble truths. Second is right resolve. Resolve means solution. Giving up cruelty, etc. Third is right speech. refrain from telling lies, telling tales, rude, harsh, and meaningless speech. Fourth is right conduct. Stay away from killing animals, stealing, and uncontrolled behavior. Fifth is right livelihood, using only the proper means of livelihood. Sixth is right effort, making effort to avoid wrong acts, giving up wrong acts, undertaking and maintaining good acts. Seventh is right mindfulness, being mindful to remove passions and concentrating on trying to understand one's own feelings and mind. And the last one is right concentration, experiencing deep meditation and concentration.
Next is Judaism. Judaism belongs to Jewish religion from Kochi in Kerala around 1st to 3rd century of Christian era. They believe that there is only one God. And they give emphasis. Emphasis means important. They give importance to justice, truth, peace, love, compassion, humility, charity, ethical speech, and self-respect. Jainism prayer house is known as Synod. Christianity religions is founded by Jesus Christ. Saint Thomas, one of the 12 disciples of Christ, came to Kerala in 1st century AD, established church at Palayur in Trichur district in 52 CE. They believe monotheism. Monotheism means that the God is one who is almighty and very kind. And Jesus Christ is the Son of the God for salvation. So the Jesus Christ came to the earth to teaching us humanity and mankind. According to the teaching of Christianity, we are all brothers and sisters. The name of that holy book is Bible, and the place where Christians go for worship is known as church. Islam. Islam is also monotheistic. Monotheistic means there is only one God, that is Allah, and Muhammad is his prophet. Message revealed. Whatever the message is revealed, that is by Prophet Muhammad. Islam means the meaning of Islam is peace and surrender to Allah. Islam also teach us that eternal, absolute, all powerful and merciful. There is only one God, that is Allah, who is almighty and very powerful or kind. Guidance how behave in life. The holy book is known as Quran Sharif, and Quran Sharif guide us how to behave in life, how to survive in life. Zoroastrianism is also known as Parsis. Zoroaster founded Zoroastrianism. The one who found this religion is known as Zoroaster. This religion in Pars in Iran. This religion is came from Iran. Ahur Mazda, their deities, that is God, Ahur Mazda, and Avesta is their holy scripture. Their fire temple means the worship place where Parsis go is known as Agyari. They first came in Gujarat in 8th century. The elements of fire and water are very important in their religion. They follow the three principles, that is good thoughts, good words and good deeds. Deeds means work. So today we discuss about religious trends in ancient India, how they come from other places and how people follow these religions and what are the importance of the religions.